G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 21 of my cold dual-wielding Reaper playthrough. This episode, we are finally getting into the Forgotten Gods. So, let's hop through this portal here, which for some reason is not on the big green glowing circle. But that's not really a problem. And actually, which faction are we going to go for? So the easy answer is Bismail. Bismail is always the easiest one to do. It's the shortest one, and well, if you need Bismail reputation, it's not a bad shot. Soleil is a little bit behind Bismail, and the Cult of Dreeg actually is the furthest behind. So I think I'm going to do Dreeg. It doesn't really matter which one of these you do. Generally, I find it's best to pick the one that's got the least amount of reputation. But honestly, Soleil or Cult of Dreeg is basically the same here, so it doesn't really matter. But I haven't done the Dreeg one for a while. I usually do Soleil and Bismail, so let's just do the Dreeg one and see how we go. Right, before we do that though, we have to complete the Eldritch Trials, which honestly I'm not expecting to be too difficult. The other thing I could do, and honestly I probably should do, we are now level 85, which means these level 70 weapons could be level 84 weapons. This level 74 helmet could be a level 84 helmet. These level 70 shoulders could be level 84. Having said that though, armor rating of 2300 is not horrible even for a level 100 character. So getting more armor, while it would be useful, is not something I absolutely have to do. If anything, I'd be looking to get a little bit more health. But otherwise, we're good to go. Also, 21% physical resistance. I would have considered this a very basic, slightly squishy caster level of physical resist and armor at level 100. And we're only 85, so we're kind of doing okay. Defensive ability, we dodge a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of okay with it for the moment. Level 94, I might go and do a little bit more farming, and then obviously we'll be having access to a lot of the purple sets at that point as well. Right, let's get this on with. We've got our whirly boys active. Let's go ahead and get that. Yeah. That's nice, Kanatha. Alright, you know what? Just let me at him. Yeah, I was just going through a little bit of a checklist on, you know, what do I need to... Get out of here. What do I need to have active for this to be kind of okay? Now, one other thing. I've got Eruption of Flame here. Now, these Wraiths will, as you can see, my physical resistance is down to 5%. They're going to shred my resistances. And it turns out that actually the only one they're able to shred is physical, and I'm kind of okay with that. So let's grab the loot and maybe get out of the poison. And there we go. Did we just hit honored with someone? Honored, respected. Okay, we need 22. We're going to walk out of town, kill like, well, 22 white items or one hero, and we're going to be done. Alright, so we are indeed going to be siding with Dreeg. Now, like I said, I don't do Dreeg very often, so I'm a little bit rusty on them. I'm sure I will remember it as I come to it, but the Dreeg quests themselves are not ones that I do very often. So I will speak to Kira. Hello, Kira. What do you got for me? Okay, and I will deal with the horrors. So these ones, these horrors, these are no problem. We'll go into the Temple of Osir. There's Honored with Dreeg, actually. We'll grab that while we're here. The Temple of Osir will have those, and then we'll have the other ones sort of on the way, let's say. Is there anything here I want? Let me see here. These are one-handed weapons, and I've got currently a little bit of offensive and a little bit of cold damage. Now, I don't think these have cold damage. Turns out I'm wrong. Gargoyle Fang here. These are rings, though. Okay, that's not so great. No, that's fine. Okay, and we may as well take rigs here. We can just spam click through that, and then I guarantee that's garbage. I'm not even going to look at it. He always gives you a couple of garbage items and then uses that somehow to force you to do his bidding. But that's fine. Alright, so we've now hit Honored with all 3 of the witch cults, which is good. Not amazing, but good. Just kind of testing how sort of tanky I feel against these guys. The Forgotten Gods expansion was always one where if you go into it early, be prepared to get destroyed, and if you go into it sort of as you normally would, then you're going to be fine. So we'll just kind of work our way through here. I'm going to do the Temple of Osir just to get the the Guardians of Ishtal in the Temple of Osir. And we'll just more or less work our way through here. Now we want to get the Temple of the Magi unlocked, and otherwise just push through, basically. And honestly, I'm here for XP at this point. Once we get to level 94, we can start doing some farming. But until we get there, not a huge amount of point to it, and we definitely want to get to the second half of Forgotten Gods, and then we can get into the temple, the Skeleton Key dungeon, that is. Right, so we want to go up there, actually, don't we? So I'm waffling too much, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. The Temple of Osir, just really need the Guardians, and otherwise doesn't really matter. There is a devotion shrine in there, but I'm already capped on devotions, so it's kind of like, it's whatever. Cold gun, yeah, we're not doing guns, so no thank you. What do we got here? Anything to blitz to? Well, kind of. What about over here? There's something. I guess I should be killing more of these as well. Like I said, I do need XP. So, we'll get through this. Now, I did also go for a little bit of a run in the last episode, trying to get the Reaper to spawn. Turns out that my guess, or my educated guess, was correct. You do actually have to side with or against Barahome. Specifically, you have to side against Barahome before you can get the Reaper to spawn. So I was correct there. Thank you to 295th Street for confirming that, and also independently confirmed by doing a Google search afterwards as well. So that's unfortunate, shall we say, because I would like to fight him on Ultimate. Always good to test your build. But it looks like we're not going to be able to do that. If I want to fight the Ravager at all, then I won't be able to fight the Ultimate Reaper in the wild. I'll have to fight him in the Shattered Realm. Okay, here is my... Wait, Okoloth's Unchained? It's not the Guardians? Okay, well there you go. There's my first set. I'm going to need, I think, 2 or 3 of these. 3 by the looks, yep. 3 groups of 5. Which is fine. We're going to go through this temple anyway. I'm not here for the... I'm not here for the spears this time. I don't need to get a Storm Halberd, so we can just murder everything and not really care about summoning the extra statues. Which is nice, because I'm not going to lie, I was well sick of farming those things. I never did get a really good one, either. By the time I got the Altos set, I'd still not had a really good triple rare or even, you know, Celestial of Alacrity or anything like that. So sometimes purples are actually easier to find than decent greens. I mean, of Alacrity is not even a triple rare at that point. It's just, you know, just a good item. Okay. I don't need to kill the boss in there. We don't have the quest to get the item from him. So we kill the 15 Okoloths Unchained, and then we run away. Excuse me. We make a tactical retreat. Um, we're not running away like cowards. Although having said that, we're doing pretty good in terms of damage and survivability. I'm not super surprised, but I am a little bit surprised, if that makes sense. Just kind of how much not dying I'm doing. I'm sure I'll end up being a little bit overconfident at some point, and reality will reassert itself, but until then, we're looking good. And we can blast through these things. I actually got a decent amount of AoE damage just from the procs, especially the Leviathan procs. Really, really good. Let's send Kate here back, and Elita. I guess we can only send them back via Elita. Right. Let's turn the loot off, because that's a lot of stuff. I don't see any more stars above anything's head, so we should be good here. There we go. Cult of Soleil, we're going to get a bunch of reputation with all this. Death Whisper leggings. Okay, now we are talking. Now, I haven't got the Grim Tools up for the final build yet, but I kind of have a feeling it might be maybe a pair of these, perhaps. So I'm going to hang on to those for now, and I will check that later. Actually, I can check it pretty quickly. I've got it saved in my little cheat sheet here. Let me bring it up here. Basic green, no, end target. Okay. The end target Grim Tools, which I'm not going to give you yet. Oh, that's right, we're doing Reaper legs. Okay, well, we may end up changing that because, well, the Reaper legs are going to be interesting to farm. Let's just put it that way. That may end up being changed, so I will hang on to those pants for now, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Let's get through this. Now, I haven't had to use Mark of Torment yet, although I have been using it occasionally. I haven't really had to use it out of fear of dying. I've just been throwing it up on heroes when I get a pack of them in a totem or something. So, yeah, I think we'll just continue with the current plan, which was getting more points in, what is this called? Necrotic Edge, and also in Execution as well. I've just gone the wrong way because there is a one-shot chest down here. And I would like to, I guess, shoot it once. There we go, Shroud of Illusion. Almost certainly not using that, but yeah, we can have a look at it in a second. I always like showing the loot, even though I know I'm never going to use that particular thing. So the Shroud of Illusion here, elemental damage, some good crowd control resistances, but this is, I mean, Battle Mage? Yeah, okay. Well, Mirror is obviously Arcanist. Conversion I'm not 100% sure of off the top of my head. Aura of Censure is Inquisitor, and Cadence is Soldier, so a little bit from everybody there. Alright, let's pop this. And everybody's going to die pretty easily here by the looks of it. Oh, no, we're taking a bit of a beating. Definitely just pop some circuit breakers. Let's get out of any goop just in case. So we did get Golemborn. I can see Arcane Barrier. I'm pretty sure I saw Prismatic Rage there as well. But that's fine. We got Serenity and Massacre. Okay, a couple more relics. Golemborn Greaves are what I'm wearing, right? Yeah. Are these ones better? Slightly more health, slightly less armor, same phys res, less resistances. I'm going to say no. Signet of the Fallen is a pretty good ring. This is one you want to hang on to if you do find it. Anything with minus resistance on it is something you want to really hang on to. So Signet of the Fallen here. Definitely, even though I'm not going to be using, or not planning at the moment, to be using vitality damage, definitely worth hanging on to that ring. I do have a couple of builds that do use that, so may chuck that into the shared stash of all of my level 100s. But I'll probably end up selling it, let's be honest. Okay, we are trying to get access to the Canyon of the Magi. Or, wait, no, that's the wrong game. The Tomb of the Heretic. There we go. The Court of the Magi is inside of the Tomb of the Heretic. I know what I'm talking about. I played way too much Diablo 2. But yes, we are trying to get access to that, so that's why I left a rift gate there. We're going to walk up here. We're going to kill a bunch of these dogs who have got a case of the zoomies. But that's fine, we kill them off. There'll be a few more groups around here. We need, looks like 3 groups again. Here's group number the 2nd. Packhounds of Galfang. They're all dead. There's my last group. Okay, we can take these guys out. I think that's all of them. 15 of 15, yes indeedy. Alright. So now we just need the Guardians of Ishtal, who I'm pretty sure are going to be in the docks, or maybe in the, what is it called? The Amarax Brothers section. But before we get to that, there is a seal for the Tomb of the Heretic, Morganeth's Tomb, whatever you want to call it. And it is in here. So we need to get through this section. Don't get debated by these stairs. You don't want to go up there. You're going to come out of that later. We need to go this way to get in. I guess we can fight some of this stuff since I got myself trapped in a corner. And now we just kind of walk in like we own the place. Because honestly, I'm not expecting anything in here that's going to be particularly dangerous. Although, what is this guy? He's a supporter. Okay, well, he's getting healed, which is annoying. Also, I'm a little bit low. My health bar is not supposed to go that low. We did hit level 86, which is nice. I'm just going to kill off all of his friends. I'm not sure exactly which one of them is doing the healing, but they all need to die. What do we got? Eastern robes. A bunch of this stuff. Yeah, we'll use that. 86. Okay, I'm tempted to just keep putting points in here, but we put 2 points in and we get 1% chance to be used, as well as, you know, actually a decent amount of extra damage. I'm tempted to put it in here, because increasing the proc chance on this is really good, because more procs, more better. But also getting the attack damage converted to health. Alternatively, we can, again, it's 2 points for 1%. That is a lot of main hand damage on that, though. I think we continue with the plan. Just keep max out Necrotic Edge, then we max out Execution. Then maybe we can look at getting a few points in the Lifesteal one is Reaping Strike. Seems good to me. Alright. So we can fight our way through here. Who are you? You're Ulzar. Okay. Well, you're dead now. Loot is on. He just didn't drop me anything. Okay, okay. That's fine. I didn't actually want any loot, so... I'm glad he didn't drop anything. Okay, Corvin plating. Let's just maybe back up a little bit. This sort of thing where there's Eldritch Spirits and Eldritch Armor and stuff all over the place, and they shred your resistances, and then they're all, you know, throwing lightning orbs and stuff at you. This is the kind of place where I've died previously in this expansion. So I definitely want to pay attention to big groups that are spread out like that, and just be more kind of mindful, more careful. Because I've definitely died from that sort of shit before. Alright, Jaren Thor the Sandstorm. Let's go ahead and... guess we'll kill this guy here. And get out of whatever that is. Oh, he dropped his mythical... his helmet. Or his, I think it's an offhand, actually. I forget. What do we get? Charged of Alacrity. Well, that's rubbish. Okay, we got the Right Hand of Carnage, we got a Smoldering Tome. Let's go ahead and eat that blueprint. And we got the first seal, or the second seal, the first part for this character. And we got Jarenthor's Head, which is a legendary offhand. Vitality to piercing conversion for Phantasmal Blades, a bunch of extra resist shredding on Curse of Frailty, +1 to Nightblade and Occultist. Okay. This is pretty obviously kind of tailor-made for a piercing Phantasmal Blades, not Sentinel, Witch Hunter. There doesn't really seem to be a whole lot of other kinds of overlap there. But anyway, we've got the seal that we came for, and we've got the... Well, actually, we've got the seal that we came for, and that's kind of what we came here for. Okay. Back to the Corvin Sands Rift. Now, this little section here, I guess I could go and do Anorak's quest here. Let's go grab the quest. I'm pretty sure I don't actually need to have the quest active in order to talk to the brother, but I mean, it's a definite maybe, so we'll just go talk to him, and it'll be fine. Also, as long as we're here, let's go ahead and sell all of this rubbish. No, that was a misclick. Give me that back. Yep, we're looking good. Let's dump all that in there. I guess we can dump those as well. And we'll go talk to Anorak's brother over here. Where is he? There he is. Alright, I guess it's just Anorak in town, and we're rescuing his brothers. Also, do I get some XP for sending your... Yeah, here we go. I found your idiots. And what are we doing now? Speak with the Soleil recruits. Rickard's a bit of a dick too, just for the record. Okay, yes, you will prepare yourself. Alright, and they have fought well, they've proven their worth, and they can stay. Beautiful. The main reason I'm doing this is XP, but the second reason I'm doing this is reputation. So Soleil rep, we're not doing the Soleil quest line this time, so getting Soleil up, you know, at least halfway would be nice, so we don't have to grind quite so much at the end. And having the level 90 augments from all of the Witch Gods is pretty good. It's fairly high on my list of priorities, actually. Right, Anorak's brothers. I guess we can go and rescue them. From memory, the Anorak's brothers quest gives Bismail reputation. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. Which again, seeing as how we're doing the Drig questline, that seems kind of good. Although, the only reputation that really matters is the lowest one. So, because we're doing Drig, Drig will not be our lowest. Our lowest will be Soleil, followed by Bismail, followed by... Drig should be the highest after we're done here. Should. We'll see how that goes. Ring of Eternal Rot. Sounds like something I'm not using. Alright, and if we just head up this away. Here we go. That's a lot of what I like to see. A lot of stars on the minimap there. Means that I'm getting quest updates, which I like. Those Corvin Helms... Reaping Strike, weapon damage, attack damage converted to health to Reaping Strike. Yeah, but, you know, wrong damage type, I guess, is the problem there. Let's head on in here. I'm going to do the quest anyway, and if we can find a couple of the Guardians of Ishtal in here, which I think they do spawn in here, but if I could get the quest done for that as well at the same time, that would be ideal. It's pretty unlikely, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, that way's blocked. There is also an Exalted chest in here somewhere, you've just got to find it. So that would be nice if we could find that. Be a very happy chappy indeed. Let's grab the loot. Pop the chest and then run away before I can grab the loot. Classic. Alright, you guys can have an ill omen and go run over there and play. I was thinking there's an exalted chest spawn here, but it might be... You know what? I'm going to be honest. I kind of have vague feelings about where they are. But it's been a while since I checked. They might be on level 2. Alright, you're dead. Yep. I'll take care of him. And that's blocked, yes. Okay, so the exalted stash I'm thinking is actually on the 2nd floor. Which, that's fine. We'll just go to the 2nd floor. Or I guess we're on the 2nd floor. Okay, a whole bunch of stuff here. One of the great things about having all these pools on the ground is that a lot of this stuff is going to die before I really have to try and deal with it myself. A lot of this is going to die without my direct intervention, which is nice. Okay, here's my exalted stash. That's what I'm here for. Ring of the Black Matriarch. That is another one of those rings I was talking about earlier that you want to hang on to because they shred resistances. Ring of the Black Matriarch is really good for physical builds. For example, maybe you wanted to make a physical Force Wave Death Knight. Just, you know, pulled that build completely out of the air at random. But if you did want to do that, this is really good because of that minus 10% physical resistance on the Venom. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and chuck that in the pile of things that I might want to stuff into my shared stash later. But probably won't. Let's be honest, I don't really... By the time any of my characters have made it to the point where they can access that stash, the build for them is done. So I don't actually know why I keep that stash. Anyway, maybe I have a character like, I don't know, a physical Force Wave Death Knight, perhaps. That ring is better than the one he's wearing. I might swap it over, but yeah, probably not. Okay, we have Tiergan here. Turgan, however you want to say it. The Mad Priest. The one thing I will say, if you're playing along and you're about to fight this guy, do not Shadow Strike him. Or at least wait until he does his shotgun attack, then Shadow Strike under it and hit him. If you just Shadow Strike in and you get shotgunned with that attack, well, let's just say it'd be a real shame to die this close to being quote-unquote done. We'll call it this close to being max level. There we go. And obviously once you kill him the first time, he comes back bigger, badder, bluer, and angrier than before, and then you just kill him. Mogdrogan's rubbish, yep. One day I'm going to have to make a pet conjurer. Not today, but one day. It's on my list of things to do. Unfortunately, there is a lot on that list, so it could be a while. Alright, anyway, we've rescued Anorak's, one of Anorak's brothers. We've confirmed that the other one is a corpse. Yep, old mate here is gone. Do we have our Ishtal Guardians? We do not, so we'll probably have to do a little bit of running around in this area. Just go and find them. I am actually going to go over here and get the Rift Gate. Once we've got that online, we'll be able to come back and then we'll be able to rift back to over here once we've found the, what are they called? The Guardians of Ishtal. There we go. Alright. So now we can go exploring. We can go looking for the Guardians of Ishtal. And there's some of them. Beautiful. There we go, get them all nicely caught in that choke point. They can blitz at me and die horribly. Alright, we get 10 out of 15. So we just need one more group of these. There's probably a group of them up here. Let's follow this wall, and yeah, here we go. We can go up this way. There we go, there's our last pack. Take these guys out one at a time. blitz in, dodge everything. Are we really one short? Am I one short? Okay, so I'm gonna find another one. Lovely. Okay, he goes down. Codex of Reckoning. I'm getting a lot of books lately. The game's trying to tell me I need to read more. Alright, I think I'll be able to find one more over this way. I hope I'll be able to find one more over this way. Whole bunch of stuff to kill, but none of these are quest targets. Which I don't love. Wayward Soul getting another rank up there. Pretty happy about that. Higher level devotions, always good. Especially when they are healing related. Although, I mean, all of them, I guess, are good to have extra levels in. Alright, I've ran around and murdered a lot of people here. Here we go. That's all I needed. Let's get out of here. Right, so we're doing the Drieg quest, which actually means I need to go back to the Conclave of the Three and turn this in, because we are about to be at the second quest. Let's get rid of all of these as well. Alright, so the second quest is to go into one of the other little dungeons, the one in the next area, and kill the boss of that dungeon, so we will go ahead and grab that quest. Another targets, I will deal with the traitor. Whirlpool, rank 11. Good, good. You know what? Not really. Anything here any good? Aether. Oh, hello. Okay, that'll maybe be useful on a different character. Anyway, we've got that quest. We can turn in Anorak here. I'm pretty sure he gives... Is it Bismail rep? It is. Man, I play this game way too much. Okay, that's fine. So, where are we? Not that one. We want to slay Navan. I don't know, that guy, the Usurper. And that guy lives in the Sunbane Oasis. There is a little dungeon in the middle, kind of looks like a broken down tower. So we're going to go in there and murder him to death for being a traitor. Traitor to Drieg, which, I'll be honest, don't really care. Don't tell the Drieg cult. Alright. So we can sneak in this way. I do also need to get the transmutation book, or the transmuting quest item, because I do want to be able to transmute items, specifically set items. So, I do want to get that as well. Now, is it this one? Might be that one. I don't know. We'll just wander around until we find it, and it'll be fine. That is where I want to go, actually. Okay, let's get rid of the big guys first. They have this annoying habit of chunking your health bar. So we'll take care of them. And then if we just come across here, here's the door down. And we can head on in. So from the Sunbane Oasis down into the Sanctuary of Heron, which I'm pretty sure is also in the Canyon of the Magi, or has the entrance to the Canyon of the Magi. I may be misremembering the name slightly, but no, it's Horizon, that's right. Horizon Sanctuary, or the Arcane Sanctuary, as it's otherwise known. Always remember that place, or I'm reminded by that place whenever I come in here. Okay, what do we got? Eldritch Totem of the Forsaken variety. That's fine, we can do this. I'm just going to clear the area. Good practice in hardcore to clear the area before you do any totems and or devotion shrines. This devotion shrine in here I am going to do because devotion shrines here have this fun habit of spitting out gargoyles, and I do need a new belt. Alright, I think that's probably cleared the area enough. If you keep following me, you're gonna die. I did warn you. Okay, turn the loot off, and let's pop this. Take out the arcane one first, and then we can just work on the rest kind of as we get to them. Unfortunately, no gargoyles here, but hey, free loot is free loot. What do we got? Ice Scorn Talons, Intrepid War Boots, okay. And that's kind of it, really. What are you? Mythical Ice Scorn Talons. These are not horrible. +2 to Lethal Assault. Ice Scorn, is that the one I have in the plan? Nope, Chilling Grip of Hagarand. There you go, you can kind of pick up a few of the items in the plan. Actually, I think I may have linked it in a previous video. Don't quote me on that. Don't go looking for it, because I may be just completely misremembering, but I think that may be true. Hey, there's my gargoyles. Give me a nice new belt. Same as the old one, but just like, you know, additional levels. Would be great. Please and thank you. Okay. Overseers of the Arcane Blaze. Triple rare good. Unfortunately, it's, yeah. It's gonna be sold. Ah, well. You win some, you lose some. I saw the triple rare and I was very excited because I was thinking it was going to be the belt. But no dice. Okay, so Navan the Usurper. I want to say poison, but it might be vitality. I can't remember. I know I got it wrong last time. Just completely doesn't matter. I've never had issues with this boss before. Ever on any character at all. And that continues today. So, completely irrelevant boss. However, there is some hidden loot at the back here. And I do like hidden loot. Where is it? There it is. Hidden remains. A couple of rare items that my loot filter is filtering out. I should turn those on, actually. What do we got? Boots, no. I don't need boots. What have I got for gloves, actually? Runic braces. Yeah, you know what? I just kind of don't need them. I'm pushing 3 million bits as well. Alright, we're done with Drieg here. Next quest is going to be get to the Conclave, or the Vanguard of the Three, rather. So, go ahead and take out the statues first. These things hit like trucks. So you definitely want to take them out first. And everything else just kind of died. Kind of just died around me. Which is good. Where am I going? Where am I going? I think I need to go... Oops, Tyrants of Alacrity, that's pretty good. Tyrants giving reduced enemy damage. So that's definitely good. Let's go get the Rift. And then I'll come back for the Transmutation book. Which I do definitely want to get my hands on. Okay, Arashore goes down with barely even a whimper, let alone a fight. See these scorpions? Yeah, they were more risk to me than Arashore. That's fine. Alright. Here's my Rift Gate. We'll go ahead and grab that. And then I definitely want to come back here. I think it's going to be around this area where I need to go. I usually just wing it for this quest. You'd think I'd know where it is by now. I've done this quest dozens of times by this point. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay. So we can just work our way through here. And then over this way, and then down here, and that's going to be the book. There it is. Canaan's Corpse. Book achieved, and we're out of here. So we've got a few turn-ins now. We have got the Drieg quest, and also... Oh, this one's good as well. So Ma here will tell you to acquire a merit. You can come here to Asgra and buy a Saviour's Merit. Quest complete, 10,000 XP, and then you just sell it back. And as long as you don't close this in between, you will get all of your money back. So there you go. Tempest of Haste. Tempest is really good. Haste is really good on boots as well. That's all. Well, it's not a lot of armor compared to the Golemborn Greaves. Okay, never mind. They're no good, alright? What is it? Yep. Kane is dead. Sorry. Really? No kidding. Amazing. Fascinating. Cool. Next. Alright, and old mate's buggered off to the Vanguard, so let's go and join them. We also did get a Tonic of Clarity, and there's level 87. Okay, 27% here is not the cap. I believe the cap is 30%, but from 27% at 13 out of 12, we get 3% for another 9 skill points. So after 27%, that's kind of what I consider to be the cap. I mean, obviously, right now that is literally the cap. Wait, no, it's not. Am I waffling? Let me just check this. Hang on a sec. Settings. Ignore. All right, you know what? We'll do it this way. So we're at 13 points. That's 27. Yeah, 3 points to get 1%. So 28. We could do 28, but 27 is a good place to stop, I think. And then we'll... So after this, we'll go back over here. We'll get some more points in execution. This one may get up to 27 as well. I did check this a couple of episodes ago, which translates to about a week and a half ago. So I'm not 100% confident on that. But 27% on these two means 50% of the time I'm going to be using one of my enhanced weapon pull skills. And then between these three and Reaping Strike, I'll probably delete one of them altogether. And we'll get the rest of the... what's that going to be? 46%? Something like that? So, yeah, 23% on the other two. So it'll be fine. Right, what were we doing? We were going to the Vanguard of the Three, which means we want to go to the Sunbane Oasis. Now, there is a little bit of hidden loot here, which, I mean, I like hidden loot, so let's go and get it. Just where these cult members are, you can kind of go off the map a little bit. See, the map officially doesn't go here, but unofficially, there's a decent amount of loot. There is also a blacksmith here. Let's just have a quick look at what he does. See if there's anything fancy. It's kind of hard to tell because I don't know what blueprints I've made. Yeah, okay. So you can craft some Eldritch stuff here. The Eldritch Essence and then Celestial Essence into random crafting material by the looks of it. That's going to be his special thing. Each of the hidden blacksmiths has something like that. The one in the Necropolis will allow you to convert between, was it Blood of Chthon, Ancient Heart, and I think it's a Tainted Brain Matter. But there's 3 rare crafting materials that you can convert with him, and then obviously the blacksmith hidden in the Gloomwald is for the Lokar quest. They all have their own special little things that they do. Alright, Gnar Rakar, what do you got for me? Nothing. Ruined Topaz of Gilead. And otherwise you're just kind of dead. Alright, let's head down into the ruins here. Now, this is the site of... Actually, I missed one. This is the site of another piece of the seal for the Tomb of the Heretic. So I am definitely going to be doing that. Kind of have to kill a bunch of these bugs to get through, though. Don't have to kill them, but we kind of have to kill them. No, that doesn't make any more sense in my head than it did when I said it. Alright, basically you just hug the left wall here, and you will come to this destroyable wall, and then we can go in here. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to drop a rift gate here, and we're going to continue through and out this door here. Because the vanguard of the three is just outside here, and there's a rift gate there. We can grab that rift gate, and then rift back. Are we going to have the big blue doggy out here? Doesn't look like it. That's fine. We do have some hidden loot, though. I like the hidden loot. Just behind this tree, you can come up here, and there's hidden spoils. As always, you're very unlikely to actually get anything worthwhile, but it can happen. You can get some very good stuff out of that hidden loot. And it's also just kind of cool. Okay, here's my rift gate, and we're going to go back. At this point, we are going back to the Howling Chasm. I'm actually going to go and get all 3 of the seals, or the 2 remaining seals, actually. How are we doing for time? Yeah, we got time. We're going to go through all of these areas. I'm going to get all of the seals, and we're actually not going to do the Tomb of the Heretic here just yet. We probably will end up doing it, but for now we're not going to. Alright, we need to get to the end of this area. There is an Exalted Stash in here somewhere. I think it's sometimes here. So I'm just poking around a little bit more than maybe I should, but a loot is loot, right? Also somewhere in here there is a... Here it is. Another hidden... Where is it? Hidden spoils. You know, a smarter man would just spin the camera and be able to see it, but no one ever accused me of being smart, you know? But hey, free loot. You just gotta walk off the map and get it. We can go this way. Totem, you say? Alright, you had me at Totem. So we're going to be doing the Totem, obviously. As soon as I clear the area. Got any more little beetles for me? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So we can take these guys out pretty easily and quickly. And pick up our loot. Such as it is. The Seal of the Shadows. Nidala's Outbreak. Okay. Okay. So this is one of the +1 Nightblade relics, which I like. The stats on it are not massively amazing. Nidala's Final Strike requires a crit, which is doable. And it looks like it's going to be similar to the Bane attack, where you throw a fan of blades, pierces through them, then they come back to you. So, cold, pierce, and poison damage. This could be maybe worth 15 Wendigo Spirits, never mind. I'll wait for Nemesis, thank you. 15 Wendigo Spirits is quite pricey. I have a feeling the Nemesis relic is actually going to be 15 Manticore Eyes. It's going to be 15 something annoying to get. I pretty much guarantee that. But 15 Wendigo Spirits, here's my Exalted Stash. 15 Wendigo Spirits is crazy. What am I using for my medal at the moment? Ilgor's, okay. Ilgor's is pretty good. What do we got here? Mark of Divinity. Less damage from ethereals, bunch of health I like, regen, some basic resistances, +2 to Master of Death, which is pet stuff. Divine Light is a death seal, or death save rather. That's a definite maybe. It's kind of a probably not, but maybe sort of thing. It's never a bad idea to have extra circuit breakers if you can get them, especially on hardcore, and double especially when you're playing a squishy character like a Reaper. I'll probably die at some point and then regret not using something like that. Okay, Halax the Forgotten, are you going to drop me your mythical helmet or your mythical offhand? No, you are not, but hey, third seal of Morganeth, lovely stuff. Alright, and we are done here. So let's go back to the Corvin Sands, because there is one more little side area, and it happens to be just here. One more little side area that we have to go into, and that is the Maw of Inat. Assuming I'm saying that correctly. This one, the Maw entrance. We're going to jump in there. But first, the Fetten Mask, the Helmet of Default. If you're level 94 and you don't need an MI, this is a pretty good helmet to use for pretty much every character you will make. If a helmet is not at least as good as the Fetten Mask, why are you using it? The Fetten Mask is kind of the default helmet for me. You must be at least as good as the Fetten Mask to qualify for being used. Okay, so we're in the Maw. This is where I did most of my... Oh, geez. What did I get? Is that Kuba? That's Kuba. Alright, here we go. I love how he just runs in from off-screen, too. Okay, I think I can take him. He is kind of resistant to cold, which definitely sucks. Yeah, and we're getting him down. As soon as he goes down, I'm going to move him out of the bleeding pools. I probably should... You know what? Let's get him out of the bleeding pools now. And can I get him to split before... There we go. And obviously, I want to get the smaller ones before I worry too much about the big ones. Hopefully I can kill some of the smaller ones before the other big one splits. Let's not play here. Alright, Kuba's down. I've noticed a lot more warrants here. I'm not going to say that they drop every time now, but it certainly seems like they might be just dropping every single time now. You definitely get a lot more loot. From the Nemesis being so common. How am I doing for the... Where are we? Chthonians, Cronley's Gang, Eldritch Horrors. Okay, no, not even close. Good. Good. This poison stuff here, it will try to dissolve you, so it's basically Aether Fire, it's lava, it's just bad stuff to stand in. But yeah, this was the area that I did most of my grinding for the Sands in the Desert achievement, which is kill 250,000 enemy monsters. So I just came through here. I had a pet build. It was a Goals Ritualist, which just does crazy amounts of AoE damage. So I just walked through here, and the smelly potatoes would follow behind me and just constantly AoE and melt things. It was fairly effective. Certainly more effective and more speedy, shall we say, than the semi-exploit. Well, actually, there's no semi involved. Yeah, it was definitely an exploit. There was an exploit I found where you could use the blue portals in the Tomb of the Heretic, and they would spawn, I think, 4 or 5 dogs constantly, forever. As long as they were on your screen, they would just constantly spit out these dogs, and then if you had a pet build, you could just go AFK and get the achievement in the course of probably 3 or 4 nights. But I never actually did that. I think I went AFK for like 20 minutes and then decided, no, playing on hardcore, this is silly. And I just came here and grinded this area for a couple hours. A couple hours for a couple days. Because you're not going to be anywhere close to 250,000 enemies killed just from doing the campaign. Especially not now that we skip the elite campaign. Alright, so we're coming up on the boss here. He's going to be over this way. Here he is. Good old Gerblix the Digested. The poison he puts on the floor is no joke, so as soon as he dies, get out of it. There we go. And I'm going to wait for that to go away completely. And then I'll grab this Seal of Morganeth. You definitely don't want to get digested. Okay, there's my 3 seals. Lovely jubbly. And we can head to the Vanguard now. So Vanguard of the 3, I've got some quests to turn in. I've got some stuff to sell. Altos, that can go. All of this can go, actually. I'm not going to use any of it. We will, however, eat that. And, what are you? Poison to Fury. Okay. There we go. I am actually going to cut the video out here. So next episode will be the end of Forgotten Gods. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.